Form is temporary, class is permanent. I've said it a few times in the wake of the British Grand Prix, and it's something that really goes to show Hamilton's quality and how many doubters the guy had. You know, I'd kind of shut myself off from a lot of this, but of course there were a lot of the F1 community online saying that, Hamilton is washed, as the kids say these days, i.e. he's finished. People saying that, have Ferrari signed not the best driver for next year? Have they signed someone who can win still at 39 years of age? And he's absolutely proven that they've made a great call in signing him. And, he's back, effectively, It's his first win of this modern ground effect era that started in 2022. Mercedes and him haven't really adapted that well to it, but now both are seem like doing a lot better, really. They've won the last 2 races, Mercedes, and obviously Hamilton got an incredible record-breaking 9th victory at the British Grand Prix this weekend just gone. And let's not underestimate how much of an achievement this is, because, Hamilton relatively had been shown up by George Russell. I mean, Hamilton did very well against him last year, but in 2022, Russell was comfortably ahead of him in the championship, I believe, and still, despite Hamilton's win and Russell's retirement, I think Hamilton's still behind him in the championship now this year. But just to go through it, I mean, there's a few quotes I've got here in this article on the F1Chronicle.com. Do check it out if you've not already, of course. But Frédéric Ferret of L'Équipe, who's basically France's main newspaper, I think he's put it amazingly well. He said, "Legends must be respected and never buried." Which I think is absolutely spot on, because, again, form is temporary, class is permanent. You put, even nowadays, if you were to get Alonso into a top winning car, he'd still win races. That's what he does. Same with Hamilton. He just needs the car to be there and he'll win. Simple as that. He's a proven winner. He's won more races than anybody else. And yet still people were saying, no, he's done. He's a has-been. He's just picking up a paycheck. Ferrari might have played a blinder here by signing him. Like I said, I said this ages ago, and I might link the article for this as well in the video on YouTube. I did say that, when Hamilton signed for Ferrari back in January, that, this is going to be a seismic move, and it brings a winning mentality to the team. Something they've not had. They've not had a world champion since Vettel left the team back in 2020. In a long time. As good as Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz are, as much as they win races, neither of them are champions. Neither of them have ever won a world championship, nor have they even got close to doing so. So getting that winning mentality, getting that experience in there, it's going to be invaluable. It'll benefit them all, and it'll benefit Charles Leclerc as well. That could be the bit of advice that he needs to really become a top driver. I mean, he's already a top driver. I'm talking about the top though. I'm talking about the very, very best here, the champions, basically. That's what he might need. So yeah, there's Hamilton himself actually doubted himself. He doubted himself. He didn't know whether he had it still either. Just look at this here. There's a quote here in the article. There's definitely been days between 2021 and here where I didn't feel like I was good enough, or whether I was going to get back to where I am today. We live in a time where mental health is such a serious issue, and I'm not going to lie, I've experienced that. There's definitely been moments when I thought it was never going to happen again. I think he's put it very well there. And again, it humanises him, He's a person like one of us. He's a bloody quick driver, of course, the most successful driver in Formula 1 history. But he's also human, and that resilience, that boost now, could really be the start of, something special. He's won 1 again for the first time in 1,000 days, whatever it was nearly. This could really provide like a platform for him to win more. You never know. Championships beyond him, right? I think that's going to Verstappen and Red Bull. They've got too much of an advantage at this stage, but you never know. He could go into 2025 as the form driver, and in a Ferrari that could be the fastest on the grid or one of. That's a dangerous prospect for the rest of the field. But yeah, guys, Hamilton is back, as Ralf Schumacher said in the aftermath of this race. But what do you think? Is Hamilton going to win some more races this year? Have Ferrari made the right move signing him? Or Mercedes going to regret letting him go? Let us know in the comments below, as always. And of course, keep it subscribed here to the F1 Chronicle for much more video content just like this.